What is up, gents? 40k Dirtbags here. We're gonna do a live stream today for you. We're gonna talk about the two new orcs attachments, as well as the Wazdakka Gutsmek. Let me know in the comments below what you guys are most excited for at the end of 10th edition with the new orcs, because we started orcs about, I would say, 3 months ago, 4 months ago maybe, and we've been fucking loving them. If you guys knew the Dirtbags, we're number one Grey Knight player in the world, number one Chaos Space Marine player in the world, and then number one Death Guard player in the world. Go get your lasers, by the way. Just recharged mine. And number one Death Guard player in the world last year. So this year we're starting orcs. We're already number one orc player in the United States, which is pretty cool. We still have a long season to go. We just bought our tickets for Lone Star Open. So if you guys are in the Texas area, we're going to be at Lone Star, which is going to be super fun. We've been there for 2 years. Great GT, FLG. And it's a Saturday, Sunday event. So it's just 6 games, 2 days. Support the troops. A lot of military people go. It's really, really cool. So me and Keith will be out there in August, I believe, the first weekend of August. Probably be bringing orcs as well. But yeah, there's a lot to go over. There's 2 new detachments. I'm kind of excited to try them out. I actually made 2 lists. So I'm going to be doing a video on each list, but I'll give a kind of snippet of what the list is going to look like, just so you guys kind of know what to expect and you know, go from there. So let me just make sure that everything is up and running. Yes. Okay. So let's get into this. We have Speedwall and the Blitz Brigade. Speedwall, I was kind of assuming they were going to bring out because they said something about the second Cult of Speed list detachment, and with the new Wazdakka being 175 points, which is really expensive. I was expecting maybe 150. But when they released him at 175, there's a lot of shit we have to get rid of in our list to try and fit him in. But we'll go over his stuff, kind of figure out if it's gonna be worth it or not. But with the Speedwall, yes. Every other detachment, maybe not. But let's get into this. So Speedwall, turbo boostas. So this is basically, you have to go in a straight line. You cannot pivot, and you cannot go around corners. So each time a speed freak or truck, which is really cool, so the truck can literally just get blitz and gets assault, from your army advances, it can use a turbo. If it does, do not make an advance roll instead until the end of the move. So basically they gain like aircraft keyword. Aircraft keyword is like up to 24 inches. So they can just go wherever 24 inches of land, and then that's it. Except they have fly. Rockets or copters in this attachment will have fly. So they can go over shit and just kind of like go 24 inches. But the bikes are limited to maneuvering and trying to stop from, you know, terrain features and stuff like that. But at least you'll be able to kind of just advance in a straight line, especially in 11th edition, kind of just go fucking YOLO in any direction and just blow shit up with shooting. Now, shooting is going to change a lot in 11th edition. So I'm curious to see how crazy orcs are going to be when it comes to hitting on 5s or 6s with the -1 ballistic scale for people getting cover almost everywhere. So that is something that we really have to test out. I've been testing out 11th a little bit, trying it. I'm going to try and like maybe throw a couple more games up on 11th if you guys are interested in that. Let me know if you are interested in seeing some 11th edition games. But with the new terrain and orcs, guns are kind of going to be essentially null and void unless you can get people in different angles with this detachment and get people off guard without hitting the -1 ballistic skill. But back to the turbo boostas. You go up to 24 inches. Can only move in one straight line, and until the end of the turn, ranged weapons equipped by those models have the assault ability. So there's a caveat with the truck, because the trucks have open top, like 12 or whatever. Can they go 24 inches and then still shoot all of their weapons as if they had assault? My guess would be yes, because Renegade Raiders and their Rhinos gain assault when they advance. So I think it's the same thing. Like, I think the trucks with open top have open top 12, and Rhinos with assault have open top 2. So I think you can literally just blitz 24 inches straight and then just shoot all of the weapons inside of the truck as if they were assault. So I heard flying over the buildings doesn't count as a straight line. I don't know why it wouldn't unless you have fly. Because basically you fly... Oh, I guess, wait, hold on. Let me read that. So, yeah, because I guess you're going up and then over and then down. That's, I don't know. If people don't think that's what they meant by it, sure. That would kind of be stupid. But I could see their argument where it's not like, even though it is straight horizontally, it's not straight vertically. You know? So, when the unit uses its turbo, the model in the unit cannot pivot and they cannot make a move of 2 or more straight lines to navigate around obstacles. That unit also cannot declare... Yeah, so I think, honestly, fly, you just have to kind of like go straight but measure up and down. I would ask the TO, but yeah, that's actually a really good question. I'm going to play it as if you could just go over them. You just have to measure up and then down, because it is straight. So if people want to fucking argue that, they're gonna argue everything. It's orcs. They just let them believe it's happening. Yeah. So let's get into these. These are kind of a lot better than the other detachment I was reading over, but let's get into this. So the Def Killer Woodtrike. Each time a bear uses a turbo, unit can move horizontally through terrain features. So that's really good. I think it's. I was questioning this because I actually made a cheat sheet of this. So in 11th edition, if you have if they keep this, that you have to be within 9 inches of everybody in the unit, which kind of kills hordes a little bit and slingshotting and all the crazy shit. If you have to stay within 9 inches of a unit, that means that you're not really going to be able to block out as much as you used to be able to. You used to be able to block out like forever. Like you can go 2 inches, 2 inches, 2 inches, 2 inches, and a little triangle at the end, which would have been like most of the board you can just screen out like we did with Seekers back when Chaos Cult was a thing. So we used to screen out forever. But now if you have to keep everybody within 9 inches, this big guy on the end, which is the Wartrike, has to be within 9 inches of the furthest guy on the other side. So it's such a smaller footprint. So I was thinking when you run this enhancement, you can just blitz up 24 inches straight this way. So like if you start either on the line or kind of behind this terrain feature, 24 inches only goes up to like here. So you're not really going to be able to screen out because you don't want to start on the line. You'll just die. Like you're just going to get shot turn 1 and it kind of defeats the purpose. But if you're, let's say, here and trying to be a little bit behind cover, like up here, you might be able to kind of like go through all of the terrain like this way. So you go 24 inches like to here. And you can kind of like block out, their expansion going this way. Because you're just going in a straight line. And you can go through terrain feature and stuff like that. So you can block out that. But yeah, I was like, but then you have to spend, 100 points on the Wartrike and then 130 on the bike. So you're spending 230 points to screen out turn 1. Not really worth it. It's worth it for like an 85 point Scout 9, Speed 14 Seeker unit. That's worth it. But you're spending 200 and some points for Scout, launching them up and using them as a screen. Not really worth that. So this would be mainly if they're using turbo and they want to kind of just like advance up or go. When would you fucking use this? Because you can't turbo and charge. So this is kind of like if you're going to have that play style, you can advance up and like shoot all of your bolters, hitting on 5s, twin linked. It's not really going to kill. It's going to kill chaff, but that's about it. Maybe you can get people in the back here. Like if you just advance like kind of through this way and go that way, then you can shoot that way. So I don't see it as much of a FU enhancement as I thought before. Do you think it's worth to buy any orc models right now? I'm sure the codex will come out shortly. Yeah, I mean, I would get them cheap. Like, obviously, if you're looking on FLG and stuff like that, I would definitely invest if you're going to start an orc army. The 36 bikes, we already know that's going to be a thing. So this guy is new in the edition. So depending on the points in 11th edition, how many bikes you're going to be able to have, if it's going to be 5-man units or 6-man units or 9-man units, that would be bonkers. But yeah, if they keep it to 6-man units, having 36 bikers, you can always sell them later on, but like either 3D print them or buy them off FLG website on secondhand market or eBay, whatever it may be. Yeah, I still think it's worth investing. Like I'm using the old school Pain Boy. Like I'm still using him. You can use the old school Weird Boy. I built my own Weird Boy. You can use an old school mech. You can build your own mech. So like you can still do your own customization shit, but all the new models look really cool. So I would probably buy the new models if you like the look of them. But yeah, I'd still would not buy orcs unless you think they're gonna go legends. If you're gonna go legends, then I can't warn you on that. Dakka mech, mech only. Each time the bearer uses its mech, the heal and +1 hit ability until the start of your next command phase, ranged weapons equipped by select vehicles have the rapid fire 1 ability. That's kind of nuts. At the mech next to the Stampa with rapid fire 1, yeah. So the Stampa with the amount of guns it has would be kind of nuts. So let's pull up the Stampa. But honestly, like rapid fire 1 guns on anything inside of a truck, it would be nuts. But yeah, this is almost an auto include. When you guys are making this list, you're bringing a mech for this specific reason. Let's pull up a Stampa. Yeah, Stampa's big shooters, already has rapid fire, blast, rapid fire 1, 36 inches, 12-inch rapid fire, 20 shots. I mean, it's not, honestly, it's not going to be as good as if you had 10 rapid fire 1 guns. Because I'm thinking if you go 10 flash kits, that's 10 guns, and there's a lot of strats that can benefit them. They're all going to get rapid fire 1 within 12. So basically, the truck moves up or advances 24 inches, rapid fire 1 with all of their guns. So it's 3 shots each, rapid fire 1. So it's 4 shots each in the vehicle. 6, 1, 2, and then if you use the strats, which we'll get into, but you can buff their strength. So 8, 1, 2, anti-monster vehicle 4+, and then I think there was another one. Yeah, that's basically it. So basically +2 strength or anti-monster vehicle 4+, which is kind of nuts. Lose its lethal sustain from the dread mob detachment, though. It would lose the lethal sustain from the dread mob detachment. I mean, it's not in dread mob, it's in this one. So yeah, I think this would be really good with even Flamer's rapid fire 1. So you have D6, 10d6 or 8d6 plus 8 dice with Flamers. That's pretty cheeky. You can't reroll because they're not out of the vehicle, but still, any really gun that can go in the truck and shoot from the truck, getting the rapid fire 1 built in is going to be really cool. So that is that, and it's any vehicle. So you can even do open top, the big gun, the battle wagon. So battle wagon, open top, getting what, open top 20, open top 12, battle wagon. Battle wagon, where the fuck are you? Battle wagon. Open top, fire deck 11. So 11 shots out of them. Seems pretty good. So it's the same as the truck. Battle wagon, but harder to kill. Move up. Wagon deck nerfed bad. What happened with the wagon deck? Did they change the firing deck? Was it fire deck 20? Because that is a big nerf. Yeah, I haven't played them. Oh, it used to be 22. Damn, was that like instantly? Like, was that like recently? Because I only brought them in Green Tide and didn't really shoot with them. So, but yeah, that's that. I think there's gonna be an auto include. And then the Supa burn any fuel, I think also is very up in the air right now. I don't know if it's going to be used every single time. Yes, Stompers should definitely have fire deck. But yeah, the 3d6 is really cool. Most likely you're not going to be using it on the kata weapon because you only hit on 5s. So one shot hitting on 5s, not really going to be a thing. But 3d6 AP2 flamers will be a thing. So yeah, this is really cool to put on one of your Wazdakkas. I don't know what the points are. It's only 10 points. Like, easy 10-point upgrade for 2 extra flamer shots on your Burna. So yeah, that's actually a really, really cool upgrade. And then Master Mechnologist. So Big Mech, mod only, improve the ballistic skill characteristic of the bearer's range weapon by 1. What the fuck? Big Mech. Big Mech. So Big Mech with mega armor, Big Mech with shock attack gun. So the shock attack gun can improve the ballistic skill. So ballistic skill hitting on 4s. And then +1 to hit, so hitting on 3s. That's actually pretty cool. So improve the ballistic skill of the bearer's range weapons by 1. If it's in the truck, does it improve that weapon by 1? I don't think it does. I don't know. Let me know if it does, but like being able to have a Big Mech shock attack gun hitting on 3s would be pretty cool. Blast. Sustain hits 1. Not bad. Yeah, so those are all potentials. This one, potential. This one, guaranteed. This one, potential, and this one, potential. So yeah, pretty good enhancements. And then let's get into on the move, your movement phase. 1 orc, and you gotta look at the keywords, guys. So orc, and then you have speed freak and truck. So anytime you see orcs, you're thinking about outside the box. You're like, all right, can this work on Gaz, Zodgrod, all that stuff? Like, what is this going to benefit in any list that you guys build with this? Not only speed freaks or bikes are obviously the given, but in orcs, what else can you do? Because I was making a dread mob list, and you can attach a mech to 20-man boys with gas, and that makes it a mech unit. So the mech unit can get the enhancement for rolling 2 dice for the sustain lethal or +2 AP if you're crit. So that means that your 20-man boys with gas are going to be critting on 5s with lethal already built in. So if they get sustain, it's lethal sustain on 5s. And if you roll a 5 or a 6, you get AP 3 melee weapons on crits. So you got to think outside the box, and how can you break this for each unit in orcs? So we're probably going to be building Dread Mob soon. My boy just hit us up with 18 kill cans, so we're going to be putting those guys together and probably running that very, very soon. All right, so 1 orc unit. Freeman has not been selected to move this phase. Until the end of the phase, your unit is eligible to shoot and declare charge in turn in which it fell back or advance. So anybody in your army can advance, shoot, and charge, which I don't think we've ever had that before, because you wouldn't have been able to shoot before. It's basically just shoot and charge. Due to mech guns are good too. You can get many shots from just 3x3 for Dread Mob for your information. Yeah. I think Dread Mob's gonna be fun. But yeah, so with this one, you can basically fall back with Gaz's unit, like 20-man boys, Gaz, Pain Boy, or whatever, or mech. Fall back, shoot, and charge. Or Zodgrad's unit can basically fall back, shoot their bajillion shots, and then charge. Obviously with bikes as well, in Speed Freaks, they just do it innately. So at least they still have in this detachment, they can do it for 1 CP. And still being able to shoot is very, very good. So fall back, shoot, and then charge on any orc unit that you have, which is really cool. So truck can do it. So if the truck's loaded up with 10 guys, the truck can fall back, shoot after it fell back, and then charge something else and get out of the way. All right, so that's really good. Mobile Dakka Storm, you're shooting phase, just after speed freak or truck unit from your army has shot. Oh, so this one's really good. That speed freak or truck unit, select one enemy unit hit by one or more of those attacks, excluding attacks made by indirect fire, yada yada. Until the end of the phase, each time a model with speed freak or truck unit from your army makes an attack target's unit, improve the strength of that weapon by 2. So all of the bolters from your 36 bike shooting into something is now strength 7, AP 1, 1 damage, twin linked. Or the truck with 10 flash kits are 8, 1, 2. The burners are 6. Like basically any gun you can imagine orcs like mass firing from a truck. Your fucking rockets are strength 11. Like you're wounding almost all knights on 4s or things on 3s now. That's really good. I think it's gonna be really good for just bolter fire. Like you essentially have a 10-man Terminator unit, and you just basically shoot them once with anything. And then you spend 1 CP, and then everything that shoots that unit is +2 strength. Yeah, I mean, knights alone, like your bolters now, instead of wounding them on 6s, you're wounding them on 5s twin link. Like that 1 extra dice skews the numbers so much, especially with AP 1. So you have a bajillion shots, hitting on 5s, wounding on 5s, twin linked. It's just a ton of shots. I mean, you have anti-infantry 4+ right here anyway. So big knights, you could just save this CP for other stuff, or you could shoot two different targets. So one target could be this one if you have like bigger guns or whatever, and then you have the other target with rockets that are going to shoot with this one. So yeah, a ton of different options when it comes to bringing down knights now with this detachment. And then orcs unit again. Until the end of the phase, range weapons equipped by models in the unit, excluding turret weapons, that'd be funny, have an anti-monster or anti-vehicle 4+ ability. So, that means, do we have any dev guns? Probably not. But mainly tank busters are hitting on 4s. You know, they get out, hitting on 4s. +1 hit, +1 wound. So you're already wounding on... Wait, is it +1 wound? Add 1 to the hit and add 1 to the wound roll. So if you're strength fucking 9, wounding on 2s. Wow. Okay. So yeah, I mean I think the character has dev, right? Yeah, I'll go over the character after this. But yeah, dude, strength 9 if you use both of these, or just this one. Strength 9 goes up to 11 with +1 hit, +1 wound. And they have to be out of the vehicle to do... Oh, so they won't get it. They have to be in the vehicle to get +2 strength. But then they can be out of the vehicle to be anti-monster. All right, so they won't really benefit from this at all. Right here. But still, strength 11 will benefit from inside the truck. But it won't be able to get +2 strength outside of the truck. But still, strength 11 rockets coming into shit. Still pretty cool. All right, and then that one's good. I mean, flash kits, like getting out and just murdering something on an anti-infantry 4+. I think this is flash kits only in freebooters. But now that it's anybody, imagine, I guess, 20 boys' guns are AP 0. Grots wounding on 4s. They hit on 3s with Zodgrad, so Zodgrad move up. Hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s with 20 shots. So hitting on 3s, 20 shots goes to like 15. 15 goes to like 7. So you wound a tank 8 times. Take 8 3-up saves for my Grots. Sure. That could be fun. Yeah, I like AP though. AP is way better. Okay, your fight phase, this one's so fucking good. So 1 speed freak or truck from your army that has not been selected to fight this phase. Until the end of the phase, melee weapons equipped by models in your unit have the lance, so +1 to wound built in. And if your unit made a charge move this turn until the end of the phase, add 1 to the damage characteristic of those weapons. So I'm thinking that lance might be different in 11th, because usually you don't get lance unless you charge anyway. So maybe lance might be different in 11th, but with the wording on this, you get +1 to wound if you charge and +1 damage. So all of the strength 5 from the war trikes. So hitting on 2s, strength 5s, wounding on 6 5s against knights, or it would have to be toughness 9 or lower to be less. But most infantry, you're just going to be hitting on 2s, wounding on 2s. Yeah, and 2 damage, you're just going to murder almost anything. AP 1, hitting on 2s, strength 5, AP 1, 2 damage. Or the power claw, strength 10, so hitting on 3s, strength 10, AP 2, 3 damage. And then the character, I think it's 5 attacks. Let me just pull up the speed list. So the character, 5 attacks on the wall, strength 11, +1 to wound, AP 2, 3 damage. Hitting on 2s. Yeah, that's fucking insane. So yeah, that's probably going to be used almost every single turn. And being able to fall back and charge, so you can combo it, like do this one and then this one. So fall back, shoot, and then charge again, and then just do another lance into another target. That's kind of nuts. And then add 1 of the damage characteristics. We'll go over Wazdakka after this, but like that on him alone, it could be good just because he has so many attacks and hitting on 2s. I don't know why you would use it for a truck. Why would you use it on a truck? That's dumb. But hey, your truck could get it +1 damage now. It'd be cool if it was a fucking battle wagon. Dude, can you imagine a battle wagon with lance and +1 damage? That'd be awesome. They missed their opportunity right there. Your opponent's shooting phase just after enemy selected targets 1 orc unit from your army until the unit gains cover. So this one, I'm thinking about 11th. So 11th gaining cover, you're probably going to get -1 ballistic skill. So if you have anything that can grant stealth or smoke, do Def Coutts have smoke? No, they have fly, grenade, and that's it. They don't have smoke. That'd be cool. What other trucks do have smoke? Battle wagon, does that have smoke? That does not have smoke. What fucking do orcs have smoke? I know Boss Nick has smoke. I think commandos are just stealth built in. Killrig have smoke? Transport Beast Naga, Killrig, no. Hunter Rig, no. I mean, I know all the other ones like Boost the Blasters and shit. They might have crazy smoke or whatever. Ooh, the Morkanaut. Does that have smoke? No, it doesn't. Stampa. Does Stampa have smoke? No, Stampa doesn't have smoke. All right, so nothing really has smoke. So fuck smoke. So basically, -1 ballistic skill. In a shooting something, moving on. But in cover, having a 4-up save with like in the open, just gaining cover could be really cool. Yeah, so a lot of the speed freaks have 4-up saves base. So just in the cover, in 10th edition, still getting the cover bonus would be pretty cool. So that one's decent. In 11th edition, it might be even better, because having orcs, like 20-man orc boys or something, or Zodgrad, like -1 to hit, -1 to wound. Yeah, 20 Gretchen with Zodgrad with -1 ballistic skill. Shit. And if they're in combat. So if they're in combat with the tank and the tank's trying to shoot you, you're -1 to hit and gaining cover, so -1 ballistic skill. And then -1 to wound. So you're just not going to kill the Gretchen. You're like, oh, I'm going to shoot 20 bolter shots into your Gretchen that are in combat with me. I'm only -1 to hit. Nope, actually you're -2 to hit, and -1 wound, so go fuck yourself. All right, let's go to evasive maneuver. End your opponent's fight phase, 1 speed freak or truck unit from your army that is not within engagement range of 1 or more enemy units. Remove the, oh, that's really cool. So uppy downy for any speed freak or truck unit. So basically kaptas are just going to be able to like deep strike, shoot something, end of the opponent's fight phase, get the fuck off the board, come back in, deep strike. You can actually do this turn 1. So if you start them on the table, you spend 1 CP since they have deep strike, you can basically come in turn 1 anywhere on the table and then blow up some rockets. You can't do this with reserves unless they change it in 11th edition, but if they're reserves, they're still restricted on the reserve rules walking in by turn 2. So if you start turn 1 and you have deep strike, you can come down turn 1. If you start on the table turn 1 and you have reserves walking on the table edge, you have to come in turn 2. But having this always uppy downy is going to be insane, because by the end of the game, the backfield in 11th edition is wide open, like so fucking open. So if you just have like a full man 6-man unit of bikers, just being able to like bring them off the table on turn 4 and then rapid on turn 5, and then on turn 5 you could just kind of like sprint forward, shoot something, and steal the home field objective. That is going to be nuts. That's what we did for Kroot for a while, is they can basically be rezzed. So when the 20-man Kroot unit died, you spend 2 CP, they go back into reserves. You don't bring them on until turn 4, turn 5. When everything is kind of like not being screened out anymore, you basically either rapid them or just walk them in turn 4, and then on turn 5, you kind of move up and just steal their home field. So this is going to give you that same opportunity by taking them off the table and bringing back on anytime, right? Because it just goes into reserves. You can rapid them if you want to, and then just stealing something anytime you want. So this is great for secondaries. It's great for killing shit. So all these strats, guys, I think are really good. This one is going to be used every single turn. This one's situational. This one is probably going to be used a lot. This one's going to be used a lot. And this one's going to be used a lot. This one is potential, situational. So situational. So 4 out of 6 ain't bad. So what do you guys think about that? Let me know in the comments below. What do you guys think about this detachment specifically? Because this one, I made a list, and I'm probably going to be trying out 33 bikes. We'll go over that in the other video on Patreon, so that'll be posted probably tomorrow. But that list looks really fucking fun. We're going to be trying it out this weekend as well. All right, let's go over the new character, because we already went over him, but I want to go over him specifically for this detachment. All right. So you guys can see him. Yep. Okay. So you guys can see him here. All right. So we were talking about dev because he has anti-monster, anti-vehicle 4+, and he has no dev. Yeah. No dev on this guy. It's a special ability of dev. No. Okay. But again, let's go over this, and then I'll pull up the strats. Printing them out like old bastard. I'm going to be using these this weekend, and they're not in the app yet, so I printed them out. So we'll be doing that. All right. So, nope, that is the other one. Blitz Brigade. Can't wait to go over that one. Yeah. This guy. This unit is eligible to declare charge to which advance or fell back. That's built in. That's amazing. And then in your command phase, you can uppy downy him, which is really good because he has deep strike built in. He's a vehicle and mounted. He has smoke. Oh shit. -1 to hit with smoke. Let's go. So he's a vehicle and mounted. So he's both. But he has deep strike built in right here. He's lone op. He heals himself D3. So he can also heal again if a mech spot nearby, so he can basically heal him 2d3. At the end of the movement phase, a mech can heal him. So you just pick him up, bring him back down, drop next to a mech. The mech can heal him. So he's going to heal at the start of the... Yeah, because this can happen off the table. Yeah, any abilities can happen off the table. Okay, each time this advances, do not make an advance roll. Instead, auto advance 6. Models can move. All right, so this one, he has assault on his weapons, but he can't charge unless it's wah. But assault and assault. So you can auto advance 6, so he moves 20. Or you can just blitz 24. And you could choose to move through terrain features with the blitz. So model unit can move through terrain features, or models and terrain feature, which is awesome. And then in the command phase, yeah, so we have uppy downy, move through shit, or advanced shooting charge, or fallback shooting charge. So yeah, anything you really want this guy to do, he can do. And then with the weapons, let's go back to that AP or 2 damage. So lance with 2 damage. So hitting on 2s with these 2 has lance built in already, so that doesn't really fucking matter. 7 attacks, hitting on 2s, strength 11, so wounding most shit on 2s or 3s. AP 2, 4 damage flat. So what is that? 7 attacks, hitting on 2s. Let's say 6 go through, 6 3-ups. So let's say 4 go through, and then 4 3 fail. So of the 3 fail, that's 12 damage. Yeah. Fuck. Save grenades. Can't advance a grenade. Doesn't have grenades. Okay. So he's gonna be able to shoot some shit, hitting on 2s, wounding on 5s. Nothing, not really good, but +2 strength, so strength 12. Yeah, so strength 12, AP2, 3 damage. So that's 14 average, 15, 16, 17 damage. This thing is AP2, 2 damage. Strength 8, so wounding on 5s. So hitting on 4s, stain hits 1, wounding on 5. So let's say 3 go through. So it's 2, 4, 6. So what are we at? Up to? That's 14 plus 3, 17 plus 6, 23 damage. Extra attacks, that's another 2 damage, and then 6 attacks. Strength 6, wounding on 5, or wounding on 5s, 4s, AP 1, 2 damage. So let's say 2 or 3 of these go through. Let's say 2 of these go, so that's another 4 damage. So that's 27 damage, guys, on average. Against a knight. By himself. By himself. How many wounds does a knight have? This guy is that's insane. You can tank shock. Fuck it. Toughness 8. 8 dice, tank shock. Yeah, this guy's cool. All right, so that's one ability. Then he's got, again, you'll probably use the +2 strength. So all these are going to be strength 12 and strength 8. That's nuts. And then that's really it. Yeah, so him getting the benefit of cover means he's going to be -1. Orc with a 4++ takes me back. Is he the only orc with a 4-up invuln save? Do most people have 5-up? I mean, yeah, it's cool. But I guess most people have 5-up invuln saves. So, yeah, this guy is fucking nuts. We're going to be proxying him in on Friday. I think we're getting 3 games, guys, on Friday. We're getting 2 orc games with the 2 new detachments, and we're going to be getting a Chaos Space Marine Vashtor game in as well. So stay tuned for that. That's all being recorded on Friday. All right, let's get into the last detachment. Come on, this is gonna be super fun. The last one. That's not this one. It's the next one. This one I thought would be boring, but honestly, I think it looks super fun and kind of plays to our playstyle with the Horde and a lot of bodies. So, eager for the fights. This built in with the Wa is going to be nuts. So, each time an Orcs unit from your army disembarks from a transport until the end of the turn, you can reroll the advance and charge rolls made for the Orcs unit. So, every time the Orc gets out of the transport, add one, or I'm sorry, reroll the advance. Anytime you roll that fucking 1, you're like, I don't have to spend a CP. I'm going to reroll it and potentially get a 3+, hopefully, to just get even closer to the target. You also have +1 to the result as well. So one of these enhancements, which you're going to be bringing on a character, you're basically getting out 3, getting out 4 essentially, and then you're going to be able to advance. So it's speed 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, plus the advance, so 11 minimum. So 11 to 16, 11 to 16 inches out of the vehicle, and then charge with a reroll. That's awesome. Yeah, so that's really good. All right, so this is going to be really good. And again, you have to bring transports. That's going to be the whole goal. So I made a list, which will go. Well, I'll make a video on the list. The list, I'm going to be running this, and then the other one on Friday. So again, if you guys are members, appreciate you guys. You guys, again, make us do this shit all the time. I love Patreons. I love members. You guys are pushing us to do more videos. So if you like the content, like, subscribe, become a member, leave comments because we read them every single day. But you guys make us make more content like this so we can bring it to you guys every single day. So I made this list. It's 3 big things. What's this called? Blitz. I have so many lists. I have to delete these. All right, here we go. New detachment. Yes, so we have battle wagon, and the hunter rig. So we have 3 big ass stuff that we're going to be able to transport out, and a truck. So we have 4 transports on our list that we'll be able to move up and get out of the vehicles and get the free reroll for the advance and charges. So we're not going to guarantee a charge, but we're going to get a lot further across the table with all of that. And one of the characters is going to have the +1 to the result for the charge roll. And then let's go over this one. So orc character model only after both players have deployed their armies, if the bearer's unit or transporters embarked on up to 3 orc vehicle units from your army and redeploy them. So we don't really have infiltrating or scouting vehicles, I don't believe. We don't have any infiltrating vehicles. So this isn't, I don't think this is going to be used as much unless you want to put more stuff in reserves. So if you have like a ton of points in reserves already, and you wanted to put a second transport in reserves, then you can spend 25 points to bring this. But this is really good for commandos if they can like redeploy a commandos unit by infiltrating and then redeploy them. But this I don't think is going to be needed unless you build your list around it, where you want to basically start 2 big transports in reserve and bring them on turn 2, or rapid them turn 2 and then bring them on turn 3. But I think this is only going to be based off the list. I think with us in 11th edition, the terrain is going to be kind of so wide open that you're going to be able to fit these big ass vehicles almost anywhere on your side of the table and not be shot turn 1. Plus, you're going to be able to kind of like just advance forward on turn 1 with all of them, be like, all right, shoot me. If you do, I'm going to get out and tag you. So that's going to be scary. They're going to have to like stay, 16 inches back, or at least 9 minimum. I think it's not, no, 9. Shit, what is it? You get out 3. If I roll 6, that's 9, 11 inches back, basically. You have to stay 11 inches back away from my vehicles for me not to get into you, which we'll go over in a little bit. All right, 1 mech model only. Each time a bearer uses mechanical ability, until the end of the turn, you can reroll the charges with the selected vehicles models unit. Okay, so it's only a vehicle, so basically the battle wagon or the truck can reroll the charge, which I don't see the point of that. It would be cool if it was like hunter rig, like the hunter rig can reroll the charge with all of his boys inside. But yeah, this is not really, I don't see this really doing anything. Orcs infantry character model only. At the end of the phase of the bearer's units disembark from transport. This one is only 5 points. So I think this is like if you have an extra 5 points and you have a free slot, throw it on there, because when the vehicle blows up, Who knows if the battle shock is going to continue in 11th edition or not. If it continues over to the next phase, it's going to suck. And then this just gives you a free non-battle shock unit when the vehicle blows up, because that also stops primary as well. So at the end of the phase in which a bearers unit disembarked from a transport, disembark or blow up, if that unit is battle shocked, it is no longer battle shocked. So vehicle blows up, usually a battle shocked, you have 0 C on all the points, you don't make it sticky or any of that stuff. So basically you just keep OC2 everywhere. Like just 20 boys get out, here's 40 OC on the point. So this could be good if you have the extra 5 points. Just throw it on something that you're going to have in the transport. All right, and then let's go over the strats. So we got mount up lads. End of the fight phase. 1 orc infantry unit from your army that is not within engagement range of a transport. If you're I wish it was within 6, but if you're wholly within 6 of that transport, it can embark within it. So you can do this a whole bunch of different ways. So if you have like a battle wagon or a kill rig or something like that, you can basically get out of the kill rig, move up, go charge something, do whatever, and then the kill rig or whatever can basically advance up behind you, turn diagonal or sideways, so that way you can put at least everybody that just killed whatever's about to kill in wholly within 6, and then at the end of the fight phase you can get back into it. That's one option that you can test out with the battle wagons. You can test out with the kill rigs because they're so wide. That's one option. You can do that with trucks, I think. Yes, so you can do that with trucks. The truck can basically just advance up, make sure everybody's wholly within 6. You can also consolidate afterwards. So if like you're near an objective and you know that you're going to kill the unit that you're going to kill, you can basically consolidate back towards the objective, put everybody wholly within 6, and then spend a CP and get back into the transport. So that's going to be really good for the big transports because then they're tanky again. Like imagine a toughness 12, 18 wound, -1 AP battle wagon that they really don't have a lot of guns to kill. Now you're back into the battle wagon. So that's going to be really cool to test out. That's one option. The second option is move, shoot, move. So basically you're going to be able to move up a truck 12 inches, get out 3, shoot something, get back in. So move, get out, shoot, get back in. That's going to be really cool to test out. In our list, I think we have like 10 flash kits. We're going to be able to move up a truck, get out the 10 flash kits, blow whatever was closest target because we get +1 attack. And then if we don't kill it, we're then getting back into the truck. So you can use your terrain to your advantage. So you park the truck behind the terrain feature. They can get out in the terrain feature, shoot whatever they want, and then get back into the truck on the other side of the terrain feature. You basically just keep doing that for most of the game until you need them to actually go do something. So I think that's going to be really cool to test out with the guns as well as the melee as well, because trying to put 22 boys back into a battle wagon is going to be kind of tricky. It's like hurdling cats. So you have to like make sure you're planning ahead of time. You might even have to have a proxy base. That's also a good idea. Like you put a proxy base down of where you want your boys to basically move up and land, and then have your 6-inch widget to make sure that everybody is landing wholly within 6 of that after the fight phase, because they have to kill whatever they attacked. So not within engagement range. So you have to 100% make sure you murder whatever you're about to go into. And then as long as you kill them all, you're wholly within 6, you get back in. So that already starting off really cool. Like having that in your arsenal makes it scary. I wish it was within, but at least we have it with wholly within. Like I wish within would be so much better. All right, next one. Your movement phase. 1 battle wagon, kill rig, or hunter rig. They don't put trucks in there at all. But 1 battle wagon, kill rig, or hunter rig. Unit from your army that has not been selected to move this phase until the end of the turn. Each time a unit disembarks from it makes a normal move, it can disembark and still engage to declare a charge this turn. So the truck would be speed 12. These guys are speed 10. So I can understand why they didn't make it a speed 12 on everybody. But moving up 10, getting out 3, and then charging still is really good. You can also add that to the +1 to charge with this up here. So each time you make a charge roll for the bearer's unit, if that unit disembarked from the transport this turn, add 1 to the roll. So basically, you're going to be able to move up 10, get out 3, essentially 4, and then make the charge. So that's going to increase your threat with a lot of stuff. You can do that with, I guess, gas and mega knobs, because you can put, what, 5 mega knobs. It's 22 transport. Where's the transport? I think it's 22. 22 orcs. So gas counts as 4. So gas with 4, and then that leaves you with, what, 18? So 9? Shit. You can put 6 in there then. 6 is 12. 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, so you can do 6 mega knobs and gas, and just kind of like move up gas 10 up until 13. You can't put a character on there, but at least like you can still move up, get out, and charge, and then kill something, and then get back in. Holy shit, that's pretty cool. So move up, charge, spend a CP, get gas back in the vehicle. Fucking have to make another list. So that's potential. Yeah, this is really good. So already this is potential. This is really good. Your movement phase, 1 battle wagon kill rig and a hunter rig. Select this one. This is the wording I didn't understand. So if somebody can help me out with this, select up to 2 other friendly orc vehicle or orc monster units within 6 of your unit. So basically, you're picking a battle wagon, and then select up to 2 other friendly orc vehicle or orc monster units within 6 inches of your unit until the end of the phase. Your unit and each unit you selected are eligible to declare target in turn which you advance. So basically, outside of WoW, all of your big vehicles, your battle wagons. So this one says friendly orc vehicle. Select up to 2 other friendly orc vehicle or orc monster units. So what other orc vehicle units? Death Dreads? They're orc vehicle units. So Death Dreads can... Not Death Dreads. Gorgonauts? Advance in charge. Killicans, that's what it is. So they're vehicle units. So the Killicans can advance. Can they shoot? No. Just advance the charge. Now you're kind of like begging for some stuff there, but orc vehicle units or orc monster units within 6 seasons until the end of the turn. Each unit selected is eligible to declare target which advanced. I mean, cool. So guys can get out, go off and do something, and then you can advance up and charge with 3 units, essentially. 3 vehicle units. Speed 6 on the Killicans, and nothing crazy. Deathcopters are vehicles, so they can't shoot, but they can advance at least. They don't really have good melee. Yeah, so this one's like going to be probably not really used that much. And then we have Armored Duelist. So your shooting phase, 1 orc vehicle unit from your army. Until the end of the phase, each time a unit makes an attack that targets a monster vehicle, add 1 to the hit roll and add 1 to the wound roll. Sweet. So this works on trucks. With the open top, you're going to basically be able to spend 1 CP. And then your flash kits are going to be able to move up, get +1 to hit. So they hit on 4s. Hit on 4s, sustain hits 1. No rerolls or anything. Yeah, so hitting on 4s, sustain hits 1, wounding on 4s. Hitting on 4s, wounding on 4s with 30 shots. Not bad. And they're heavy, so if you don't move it, no, they already +1 hit. Unless they change heavy. Maybe heavy changes the ballistic skill. No, add 1 to the hit roll. So maybe heavy adds 1 to add 1 to the ballistic skill. If not, it's just +1 to hit. So +1 to hit, +1 to wound. It's pretty good. Or your rockets. So the what are they called? Tank busters. So tank busters strength 9, so winning on 5s, 4s, same thing. Yeah, AP2 rockets though, compared to AP1. Flash gets 2 damage, 3 damage. Yeah. So, also, I mean, this again is really good if you don't want to get the guys out and you want to use this for more of like a melee one. So you can do this for the melee one and this one for the shooting one. So the truck can move up. Guys can stay in the truck. 1 CP, hitting on 4s, wounding on 4s. It's gonna hurt a vehicle. Definitely gonna hurt a vehicle. All right, so this one, your opponent's shooting phase just after the enemy unit has selected its targets. Shit, I wonder what the big guy's gun looks like. All right, so they all hit on 4s too. Kill cannon. I think that's the one that gets rid of the where is it? Yeah, so this model, all right, 22 orcs. And then if it has a kill cannon, it's 12 orcs. So if you can use it as a gun platform, you can bring the kill cannon, which is going to be able to D6 +1, hitting on 4s, 9. So hitting on 4s, wounding on 4s, AP2, 2 damage. Yeah, I mean, it's not fucking crazy. I mean, the zap gun hitting on 4s, anti-monster vehicle already 4+. Yeah, so yeah, I think you're gonna use it more with the trucks. So I'm glad they made that truck, not just fucking the big ones. 1 battle wagon, kill rig, or hunter rig. Unit from your army is selected to target 1 or more attacking units. Until the end of the phase, each time an attack the target unit, if the strength characteristic of the attack is greater than the toughness, I think this is what they were talking about in the write-up, is like you need Titan killer weapons to bring these guys down. Okay, so Titan killers, let's say they are strength 20, 24 maybe. You're gonna wound them on 2s, now you're gonna wound them on 3s. Like, it's still gonna fucking hurt. So if you can give the battle wagon the -1 ballistic skill, -1 ballistic skill, and then -1 to wound, that's gonna be pretty cool. But subtract 1 from the wound roll for anything that's higher than the toughness. So that's one option. Or you bring, instead of the Ard case, yeah, so I mean, you can get rid of the Ard case and keep the firing deck, or add 2 to the Ard case, which I would 100% bring the Ard case. Toughness 12. So anything strength 13 is going to be wounding these guys on 3s, 4s. So almost always going to be wounding on 4s. It's pretty good. Fucking +1 to wound with Oath, still dumb. But that's mostly going to be 4s unless it's a Vindicator, then wounding on 3s still. Alright, cool. So that's really good. And then the hunter rig and kill rigs are going to be toughness 10. So they're going to be wounding on 3s, 4s again as well. So the toughness 10 is going to be a little bit easier to do that with. So that's really good. And it's got a 6 field of pain. So your opponent's shooting phase just enemy a shot. 1 battle wagon this is the fun one. So this one is 1 orc infantry unit embarked within your model can disembark and make a surge move. To do so, roll 1d6. Move that number of inches. But that unit must end that move as close as possible to a close enemy unit. When doing so, these models can be engaged. So in 11th edition, it's going to be able to be a 2-inch engagement. So you're going to be able to engage a lot further, basically a whole extra inch of engagement with 11th edition. But you're not going to be able to fight first. So in 11th edition, whoever the attacking person is going to be able to get to choose which unit goes first, and then it kind of like goes back and forth. So any fight first units go first. But if they have no charging, and then your surge move is the only unit that got into engagement range that turn, he's going to be able to attack you before you attack him. But still, this threatens most of the fucking table with 3 big-ass kill rigs in your list. So imagine kill rigs with 60 boards on the table. you just advance them, you know, forward, right? You can either move them up 10, get out, shoot, get back in. I don't think they really have guns, but you get out, you shoot, you get back in. Even with the battle wagon, so you can put like 10 boys with a war boss in it, and then put another 10 flash kits in it, so you have like 20 boys in there. But the 10 boys with the war boss are the ones you really care about. So basically you move up 10, you get out, you can shoot the flash kits, get back in, or you can move up 10. If they shoot you, you can get out the boys and then horde move and still have the flash kits inside. So bunch of different options there. But this, just imagine like you can bring them reserve, and if they you're outside 9, and if they shoot you, you can then get your boys out within 3, roll a dice. If you roll 6, that's 6, 7, 8, 9. You're basically already in engagement range. So if you, what's the minimum there? So you're outside of 9. So you get out 3. And then let's add 2 for the engagement range. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You need a 4+. So on a 4+, you can engage them coming in from reserves. So 50-50 shot to engage them coming in from reserves is nuts. Damn, that's so good. So you keep one of these guys off the table. You can rapid them if you want. And if you rapid and you're not afraid of getting shot, like you rapid them for 1 CP, you spend 1 CP for the -1 wound if you really don't want it to die, and you can spend another CP to get the guys out and just fucking horde move. Either behind cover, like let's say you get out and like you're not wholly behind cover, but now you get the guys out and then you just horde move, right? Behind cover, now you're setting your guys up for a really, really good wild turn or turn 3 or whatever it may be. So now they're going to be able to YOLO into your opponent's backfield. So this strat is insane. Yeah. So yeah, this is what I'm really excited about. I think on Friday we have Knights, Deathwatch, and Demons playing. So I think with the Knights we're gonna try Vastor. It's a good matchup because we actually have shit that can kill him. With the Demons, we could try this one because it's kind of like melee versus melee. And then with Deathwatch, we can try the bikes. So we'll try the bike list with the Deathwatch because that'll be a really good test. It's kind of bringing back Mark Hurdle when we played him with our Speed Freaks. We'll do the Vastor and the Knights. And then the last game with Demons, we'll try this one and see what the hell happens with it. But yeah, we'll do another list, guys, after this. We're going to do a list with this potential, kind of like our idea of what we're going to be bringing and what we're going to be testing out. And then we'll do a list with the Speed Freaks, or the new Speed Freaks, these guys, Speedwa. And then we'll post that on Patreon first. And then we'll go from there. So, guys, thanks for joining. Let me know in the comments below what you liked, didn't like, how we can improve on the channel. And, yeah, we'll see you in another video soon. Appreciate it. Good luck. Peace.